season in action, it all comes down to this. Two survivors to battle for the MAC championship trophy. Welcome to gleaming State Farm Stadium, the home field of the Cardinals in Glendale, Arizona. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Ole Miss Rebels. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job of the coverage team. He hands it off from the gun. Breaks free. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. Kirk showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass caught. And they're able to move the sticks. Set up now, first down at the 34.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And the Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught in the middle by the tight end. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. The Gators churn out another first down. And there's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Nice throw, caught for a completion. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense rolling the dice on this fourth down call. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Tight end makes the grab. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the fourth down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love it. You show confidence in them, and you're rewarded with a first down.
The Gators line up with a first and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Touchdown, Florida, as they put 6 more on the board. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Cook, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To go with the ground game here, running back takes the handoff. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. But 2nd and 9 for the 26. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. The pocket breaking down. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. And the Rebels will crank up the tempo. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum. And a chance at a big play.
Offense stays on the field. We're going to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Back-to-back deep shots. Oh, the pass is picked off. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Tight end goes in motion. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Catch made all the way down inside the 35. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He could go. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. This should be the last play of the quarter. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking to scramble. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And the pass falls incomplete as time expires in the first quarter. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On third down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. And he throws his third interception of the day. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway was a huge play for this defense. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. First down, looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. And the ball is hauled in. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Quarterback keeps the football. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
That's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that practice.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
It's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Grab down the middle. It's Foster. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. And the Rebels will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
A Quick throw to the right. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down to rule it a catch, a big gainer.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Man, that's how you respond after giving up such a big play through the air. The next play, you get after the quarterback, make some adjustments, and come up with a nice sack.
1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. He'll hand it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Gotta have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the 1st down.
And the Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. There's a screen pass to the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Looking to chuck it again. Bringing pressure. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st and keep this drive moving.
They'll run it from the gun. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got it for a loss. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pitch made across the middle by the running back. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets him up 1st down from the 31.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the 4th quarter,
and it's hauled in way downfield. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the grab. It's Foster. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Stop right there at the line. No gain. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Looking for a receiver. He's got it, and no for a first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Foster. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Moves out of the pocket. Looking deep down the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. It's another deep shot. And it's picked off in the end zone. Oh, he's bringing it back. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
The Wildcat picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Important 2nd down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to have considered getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. This will likely be the last play of the half. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught with room to run. That's a big gain there, but he comes up short, and the clock runs out to end the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Rebels will kick this away to get the second half going. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Gators offense retakes the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Ball handed off. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down mark. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. He's found some room at the 45. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. Back to the end zone. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on. Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout. Florida.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
24. Ole Miss. 7.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Eagles offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. With the catch, it's Foster. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Going for a big play downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. There's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw again. Fires it on the move. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gators. A big defensive score.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that shredded pick 6. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
And the point after is good.
Ole Miss 7.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards into the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack. From their own 8-yard line now, it's 2nd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. A deep shot right down the middle. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Look out, he's in the clear. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
As a design quarterback keeper. He's got room to run. Got the first down and still motoring. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
And how much fun is this guy to be able to watch with a football in his hands? He's a quarterback, and he has that kind of speed. I think he's one of the fastest guys in the country, and he picks up some big yards here.
First down, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Joseph. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost, and you forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Dumps it down to the back. Clock. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. They just have to be smart.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
Now, crucial third down and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on third down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Makes it look easy. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Foster. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. They'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. What a sag by the senior. First down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense and give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Now takes a hit, but lets it fly. And is intercepted. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. Breaks into open space. He's in the clear. At the 30 now. The 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That's caught. It's Jadowski. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's hit as he throws it. The pass is incomplete.
Boy, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day.
He's looking deep down the middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge Huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another fourth down for this quarterback.
He's got it. That is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Rebels will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires quickly to the left. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete. Quarterback operating an empty set. They'll change the pre-snap look now. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Taking a shot deep down the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
But trailing by this much in the 4th quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play, and the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
They bring it down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
That's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Working clock with the ground game. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They're going to run it. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on 3rd down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. And the wideout goes in motion. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Hey, let's face it, this aggressive approach has helped them build the lead that they've had. But what they've done now by not executing and getting this 1st down, they've given the opponent really good field position and a chance to get back in the game.
Taking a deep shot here late in the game. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down. 2nd and 10 here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for a late deep throw. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big gain. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the Rebels pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Fourth down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Stop right there, but it's first and goal at the 5. The Rebels trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. He keeps it on a designed run. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Interesting choice here on the goal line. 5 wide receivers on second and goal. Wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. So nothing on the previous play sets up a third and goal. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. Can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And it's a direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the wildcat, but not enough for the first down. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Crosses the 45. And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game.